Okay, Jimmy O from JoBlo. Hey,
Hey,
Ciara,
Jimmy.
how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I gotta say, I was so sorry that Ciara answering for my Siri was reacting to your name. Uh, I gotta say, this performance is so good. And
Thank
I
you.
just spoke to Tom, and he was saying he couldn't have done this without you. What?
And I could not have done it without him.
Wow! What a partnership.
Right.
How quickly did you know that this was going to work?
Um, you know, you never really know until you get on set, but I had a sneaky suspicion from the first time we met that it was going to work. I mean, he was just such a kind person. I immediately felt welcomed and safe in his presence, and I could tell, he really put in the effort to get to know me as a human being and I him so that we could develop that friendship and that respect for each other that you really need to film a movie like this.
Yeah, I mean, this is not an easy role, especially I think in a
No.
way yours is a little more difficult because you've there's a lot of challenges here. What what did you guys do to kind of get into that mind space of an addict?
I know we both did a lot of our own individual research. I myself went to a local rehab facility in Cleveland, and I was able to speak to people there, which I found to be really helpful because unfortunately, it is a battle that's mostly fought in the dark, and it's not something that there is a lot of shame around it, and it's not something that people always feel comfortable talking about, and so to access that information without going directly to the source can be quite difficult. So I was really lucky and that they were willing to share their stories with me. Um, I mean, honestly, like I cannot express enough how much gratitude I have for them because neither of us would be able to have done the job that we did without them. And then of course without Tom as well and sitting down with him and discussing what we both learned and coming up with new ideas and building these beautiful little moments and beats. It was a very creatively satisfying experience.
Wow. Well, the thing about it is too is you have the directors of a little movie called The Avengers that a couple people have heard
Yeah, I've
of.
never heard of it.
Yeah,
People keep talking about it. I'm like, what's this
it's an
movie?
indie. It's an indie. Watching Netflix. But how did they? I mean, this is such a personal story. Yeah, it is huge. The war scenes are amazing. But how
Right.
did they? How was it them? I mean, it seems like a really interesting move for them.
Yeah, but you could also tell how close the story is to their hearts, seeing as
Mm,
it takes place in their hometowns. And, anyone who grows up in the Midwest, unfortunately, is going to have some sort of connection to the opioid crisis, whether it be firsthand or through a loved one or a friend, watching them have to handle it. It's horrible, the effect that it's had and the toll that it's taken. But I gotta say, it was great to see the brothers be so inspired by, Nico's telling of this experience and want to bring it to screen and the passion that they had for this project and how much they were willing to put into it themselves. It made being on set feel extraordinary.
wow. What was the most difficult thing for you?
The dope lick portion was very, very heavy, and we had to go to some really difficult places. I know Tom and I both completely shredded ourselves, both physically and mentally, to be able to tell the story the way that it needed to be told. But I felt the most pressure filming the beginning of the movie because I feel like you need to care so much about these characters. You need to develop that at least like for them almost immediately so that you care about the rest of the movie and the journey that they go on. So I did feel a lot of pressure. When a character needs to be likable, I do think it starts to become a bit more personal, and that's always scary.
Yes, that's true. And I think you guys do a good job. You guys are
Thank you.
instantly likable.
Thank
Instantly.
you.
What's
I think
next
so.
for you?
Um, right now, it's just this exciting place in my career where I get to, make the decision of where I want to go next. What other stories do I want to tell? So I'm getting the chance to meet with all of these really exciting people and read all of these really beautiful scripts. I've got, one movie coming down the pipeline that I'm attached to, but unfortunately, as the old saying goes, I'm not allowed to talk about it yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be such a cliche. Feels like I'm making it up. I swear I'm not. I hope that it becomes real so that I can share more with you soon.
Well, that's fantastic, and we got to wrap up. But thank you so much. You're
Thank
delightful.
Thank you. It was really lovely speaking to you.
Yeah, same. Absolutely. Thanks,
Have a good
guys.
rest of your day and stay safe.
Too. Yeah, you too. Thank you.